Hello,
Hello, can you?
hello everyone.
Hi, Yusuf.
Yeah, we can hear.
It's raining there too. Is it raining where
It's
you
not
are?
Hello.
raining. No, it's not raining.
Okay. Cynthia, what about you?
It's not raining here, but
Well, we're having a full house. All right, Onyeka, do you want to start off or should I just start off? I can't hear you. You're muted.
hi everyone. I doubt any one of you have met me because this is our first section. So yes, I'm the face behind Twitter. Don't mind the way I look. It's really cold here. I'm trying to keep it together. So we're supposed to be 47. So I'm just assuming people will keep joining as we move forward.
Yeah,
So
they're joining us.
yeah, you all have met Anita in your own way. She's the bubbly one. I'm actually like
Really? Who here knows me before? Please put it in the comments. Who knows
okay.
me?
So I'm the more of the I would say I'm an introvert. Let me not defend my quiet nature, but yeah, I'm Faith. I'm Faith Ojuma. That's my brand name, but officially I'm Onyeka Chukwu Ojuma. Faith is easier both home and abroad, so I just picked that. So today we're gonna be having Anita. So the first day I met Anita, oh my god, I just wanted to sit quietly in that event. So it's Wentos. He's the program coordinator for Wentos. It's actually a platform that empowers women in tech. So I went there, wanted to sit quietly, but she just kept me everywhere. She made me talk, made me do things, and I was just like, "Who is this woman disturbing my life?" But that's one thing I like about her. And when it comes to networking, building your brand, building your career, she's the right person for the job. So I'm super excited. You guys will have fun. You learn a lot from her. I don't know how she's going to do her question and answer. Maybe it's going to be after she presents, but whatever it is, jot down. Don't just listen, practice what she tells you because she's able to build a brand for herself. I'm sure she's able to help everyone here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Onyeka. Thank you for that bubbly introduction. But it's true. It's true. Well, that is a story for another day, how we met and how I fell in love with her. Well, okay. So, welcome everyone. Today we'll be talking about personal branding. My name is Anita Okonweze, as we can see like on the slide here. I'm a okay, let's say I'm a social entrepreneur and a program coordinator, and over the years, I've been able to tailor my brand because I'm passionate about helping women. I'm passionate about women lifestyle, so that's what you see me doing most of the time, tailoring events that would help women, and that is what my brand is all about. I know we're not just women here, but personal and branding cuts across, you know, all boards, all the boards. So, all right, today we'll be going in. It's going to be an interactive session as much as possible for those of us that are using our desktops. I don't know if you can see the whiteboarding tool that has been there because we might be doing some practice. So because it's going to be interactive, so we'll be doing a lot of sticky notes practice on how we're building our brand. So if you can see that with your laptop or without your laptop, if you can see the whiteboarding tool, please just put it in the comments so I know like a few people are on board. But regardless, it's going to be streamlined so you can still see even if you can't participate. But I would love for people to participate. All right. So when we talk about personal branding, we have to first of all talk about what branding is, right? So branding is the art of crafting the very soul of your business, and in this case, your business is you. It is a journey to self discovery and how to uncover your unique identity and set your venture apart from others. So, basically, personal branding is how to position yourself, to sell yourself, and how to make money from yourself. So, how can, when For example, now Onyeka is reaching out to me for discourse because this is how I have positioned myself over time. That is what branding is all about. And that is what personal branding is all about. Crafting the very soul that is you, crafting the idea that is you, and turning it into a business, right? So again, if you have any questions, just feel free to put them on the chat section. I will get to them as we move on. Now, personal branding is equals to your personality and your vibe. So, for example, when Onyeka introduced me, she said, "Oh, who is this bubbly person?" Because that's my vibe, that's who I am. Now, I might as well come on this call and be like, "Hey everyone, welcome. Today we'll be talking about personal branding." All right. Now that is the personality of some people, but I'm not like that. And they see my face like this. I'm like, "Hi everyone, welcome." Right. Today we'll be talking about personal branding and personal branding and how it affects you. Now that's my personality coming through, and it caters to some brands. It caters to no other brand. So people will say they want some people serious, not bubbly. So the heart of the personal branding is how you connect with your target audience. So how does your vibe, how does your personality communicate what you want to communicate? Because we all have different topics that we want to communicate. We all have different things that we want to put online, that we're passionate about to bring awareness to, right? It can be mental health, it can be data, it can be tech, it can be lifestyle, and it can be everything all at once. So the art of personal branding is not only crafting or identifying what you want to put online or what you want to put across to these people, but as well knowing who you're talking to. Now, you see Maya Angelou, I put her picture here because she has a quote that says, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you do, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So, how do you make people feel? That is your personal branding. A lot of people tell me, "Oh, Anita, when I talk to you, I feel so inspired. I feel that I can do this. I feel like I can do that." That is how I make them feel. How do you make people feel? And I want to ask a question. Please feel free to put yes or no in the comment section. Have you ever gone to like a brand, maybe a vendor or an influencer, big macro, mini influencers, and you just love their page? In short, you check on them. That's why you follow them. That's why you're talking to. In short, you go there, you look at their style, or the branding just make the colors of the brand just makes you feel at home. Have any of us felt that way before? Please, I would love to see the yes or no in the comment section. Maybe it's just me. I know that some brands, I go to their page all the time. I just scroll. I may not necessarily buy anything from them, but the way that they set their page just inspires me, right? Just makes me feel. So, first of all, it means that I'm the target audience. It means that when I get my money, I'm going to buy something from them. It might even be something like a candle. I know these days I'm fascinated by all these sculptured candles, scented candles. In my mind, it's going to complete the vibe of my house. So yeah, it could be that. So that's what you are. First of all, it means that I am their target audience. Secondly, it means that they are doing well with their branding. So moving on, how can we build our personal brand, right? How we're going to put this, and this is where the whiteboarding will come in place. So if anybody can access that plugin or extension of the whiteboard from the Google Meet app, then we can start. Number one is your mission, two, your vision, and your goals. These are the pillars that will strengthen your personal brand. Like I said, you are a business and you should start treating yourself as much. Just because it's a personal brand doesn't mean you're not going to take it serious. Doesn't mean you're going to come into the room and be like, "Oh, it's just me." No, it's not just you. How do you articulate yourself? Brand is the soul of the business. You are your business. Your brand is marketing you, right? So when we talk about mission, is the question there is what is the reason for your existence? Why are you here? What are you passionate about? What do you want to talk about? What is the thing that you know that if you don't put it out in the world, you will not be peaceful? It's the same reason that you are on this call. It's the same reason that you're taking this call seriously, because I believe you have something within you that you want to communicate or you want to make money from within you, but for one reason or another, it's not coming through. So, what is the reason for your existence? That's one question. And what is your intention? Like I said when I came on this call, I am passionate about women's well-being, and I create programs for that. And I am lucky enough to get a job that satisfies my passion, right? Most of us might not be in jobs that satisfy our passions, hence why we want to build a personal brand outside of that. Now my job and everything is aligning because before I even got the job, I was creating programs by myself for women. It was a freelance thing for me. I cannot not hold a conference. I cannot not have a program for that. So that's my intention. That's my existence. Now, number two will be your vision. And when we talk about your vision, is where you see yourself heading, right? At the end of the day, where do you want to be? At the end of the day, I envision myself being an executive in Real Women, for example. That's where my mind is, and that's where I'm working towards. So, what do you want to become, right? Um, what is your goal for your brand? I want my brand to do exactly what I'm doing now. I want to be called for such speaking events where I can tell people, oh, this is what you can do, this is what you can do. Create awareness, especially for women. And what is your most important mental picture? Again, how do you see yourself as your personal brand? I don't know, I'm almost taking it to the Christian side of things, the religion, but no. Uh, but we practice it in our religions as well, where they tell you dress like who you want to be, dress like what you want to become, dress like the job, dress like. So you have to have a mental picture. And it's funny how our mind works. That when you set your mind to something, or when you say, okay, this is what I want to do, you start seeing things that are colliding with that thing, and you say, oh, your algorithm is listening to you, your phone. Just like you say, oh, I want to buy a shoe, and all of a sudden you turn on your phone. First thing you're seeing is an ad for a shoe. Your algorithm might be working, but again, that ad for the shoe might have been there for the longest time. But now that you've programmed your mind that you want to buy a shoe, the first thing that you're going to see is a shoe. If somebody drives a particular car and you get to start talking to that person more, all of a sudden you'll be seeing that car, or you'll be seeing something that that person likes, because now you are in tune. The thing might be there previously, but you're not in tune with it, so you don't see it. Now it's in your vision. Exactly. So what is your vision? What is your mental picture? You develop your mental picture so you can start seeing things that are in tune with where you want to head to. Third would be your goals. What is success to you? Is a very important question. And I think the earlier you clarify that is um, the best for you, because some people might be, I want to have 2,000 Instagram followers, I want to have 100,000 Instagram followers. That might be success to you, but I will tell you that some people might have hundreds and thousands of Instagram followers and they are not even making money. So, do you want to have followers without money? And that's a question. Some people are having 2,000 followers, and that's what they call nano influencers. And I tell you, they are pulling in millions because they've defined what success is to them and they're heading for it. What are your metrics for defining success? That's what I'm asking. Is it Instagram followers? Is it money? Is it the number of brands that you're collaborating with? Is it the number of people that you're reaching out to? What are your metrics of measuring success? And what is your timeline? Now, timeline is important because we might as well be lackadaisical with it if you create an unrealistic timeline. you might say, okay, in the next 3 months, when you know you only have 500 followers now. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you have to be realistic. If you know, okay, I don't want to be creating videos every day, I'm not willing to put in the work every day, why are you giving yourself an unrealistic timeline? Or my job will not let me, I can only do this on weekends. I think if every of us knows Salem King here, please just put yes in the comments. It will be a case study for this event. Does any of us know Salem King? Salem Kingin on Instagram or Twitter. So basically, when he started out, he could only make videos on weekends because of his job. So he would make like a bunch of videos and then what's this thing? Program them to upload during the week, right? But he did not have that time doing. So that's how you tailor your time, right? That's how you create your timeline. Okay, if I know I only have weekends to work towards my goal, then I should create a timeline. So I'm not expecting to have 700,000 people by next month. Do you understand? But if I'm working every day, then I can say, okay, let me see 1,000 people next month. You have to create a realistic timeline for yourself. That's one. And last but not the least, what is your preferred platform? Now, we have different social media platforms, and the different ones are coming in each day. New features are being developed, and I tell you, it can be tiring. So, what I can say is, number one is pick out the platforms that you are you using Facebook? Are you using Instagram? Are you concentrating on just Facebook and Instagram? Are you using LinkedIn? For me now, I am so passionate about my LinkedIn because I my LinkedIn because I believe it's a platform that will take me to where I want to go, right? So I'm so passionate about that for now. I might be including YouTube soon. I have a podcast coming up. These are things that are aligning with my personal brand and where I see myself. So you have to pick out those. So I would love to do a practice with this. Can everybody come on this slide? I'm seeing a few people. Can everybody see the whiteboarding tool like this? If you can. So let's take I want to start. You have to craft your personal brand and what you need to just start up basically. So forgive me because I believe this is my first time using this one. So I will start with mission. And if you can come on, please come on as well. Create your mission, create your vision, and your goals. Right. So my mission, my vision.
I'm so sorry, Anita. You're looking for
Yeah.
the link. Just I'm talking people that came in later. The link is on the
Okay.
chat. So you could go to the chat. That's like the first conversation there. The jump file, so you could go there and just join the conversation.
Yeah. Let me see if I can just repost it here. It should be coming up again. Okay, my goals. Okay, so just I don't know. Okay, what I can do is this. Okay, So for each of this, how's it working? Um, okay, so what I can do is this. For each of these, I would say my mission, right? You see, this is my mission, my vision. Um, and again, please, if you cannot access the whiteboard, I would love to see yours in the chat section. So I will read through a couple when I'm done. But if you can access the whiteboard, I'm sure you can also do this. But if you can't, please use the chat section. All right, use the chat section, and I will come to that. And my goals. Okay, let me see. Is anybody doing that? I don't think I can see anybody's on here.
So I don't know if we have access
Um,
to edit. I think we can only
okay,
do.
I think everybody has like their different ones. Let me see. Let me see something. Okay, so I need access to other people's own. All right, apologies. Okay, I'm seeing. Who is this now? Is anybody creating on the whiteboard? Please let me know through this chat section. Oh, so you don't have permission. Oh wow. Um, hold on, please. Should be anyone you can edit. Okay. All right, I've put in a new link. Anybody with link can edit, so I'm sure everybody can use this with this one now. But if you there's no need to go far as to downloading it, please just you can put it on the chat section. What are your mission, your vision, and your goals, right, for your brand? And please, your brand should start with your name. So you could just do Tochukwu brand, Yusuf brand, Jacob brand, Cynthia brand. We could do that so that you know I can identify us as quickly. But if you can access the board now, please let me know. Please let me know in the chat section. So moving on, I will come back here. These are basically how to start off your brand. Like I said, I used triple S for the mission. Apologies for that. But well, like I said, what is your mission, your vision, and your goals? They are pretty important. You can't just, you can't just um, say, oh, because it's me, it's my person, I'm not going to. You have to tailor yourself properly so that when you walk into the room, the organizations that you want to work with will want to work with you as well. That's another thing. Like you saw here, I pinpointed organizations that I want to work with. So as a brand, who do you want to work with? Well, somebody's changing my sticky notes, but as a brand, who do you want to work with, right? You have to be realistic. And you saw that I put one brand or sister organizations because I might not get that one instantly. So there are sister organizations that I will want to partner with. That is me making my goals realistic. So just because you don't hit that one doesn't mean you won't find others. Make your options many, spread your eggs, right? So that's basically the pillars. Please, I would love to see our mission and visions in the chat section or on the vision board. Um, and now we'll be moving forward to building our target audience. Build a persona. Who are you talking to? That's another important part of this personal branding. Who are you talking to? And for us to, and aside knowing that, it will help you tailor your ads. So if you want to create an ad on Instagram, for example, you see they will ask you for a demographic. Now, if you don't know your demographic, you're just going to put age everybody, you're going to put name everybody, you're going to put state everybody, and that will make your ads ineffective. The people that want to see you are not going to see you. So how to build your target audience. First of all, you need your name and age. We'll be going back to our drawing board here. So I will share this tab instead. Okay, so I will just bring this person a bit down to this corner and say target audience, right? Again, if you cannot access this, please use the chat section. I look forward to. So name and age. Let's say Amina. And she's 23 years old, Nigerian. Or let me see, name and age 23 years. Amina, and she's 23 years old. Yes, years old. And I'm sorry, who's moving my sticker board? She's 23 years old. What next would be her location and her job? She's Nigerian, in Nigeria. And I say a job, and let's just say she's an accountant. Or wants to be a lifestyle influencer. Or let's say a tech, want to be a UX data scientist, right? I mean, the data enthusiast group. So let's say you want to be a data scientist. Okay. Um, Next would be what are the activities she loves to do? She loves learning about data science. She loves lifestyle. Um, she loves makeup. So we could do lifestyle. All right. So basically, I have created the target audience for myself for the Anita is Grace brand. I've created a target audience. This is Amina. She's 3 years old, Nigerian. Let me go down so that we can all see. Why is it not going down? Okay, so let me just do this. Sorry, it's not scrolling. So I'll bring it up where everybody can see. She's been 3 years old, Nigerian accountant, or she wants to be a data scientist. And the things that she loves is, or the activities she does mostly, she loves learning about data science, she loves lifestyle, and she loves makeup, right? So this is my target audience. I have built the persona of person that I want to target in my ads, that when I'm creating content, this is what Amina would love to read. She will not scroll past my post because she knows that my post is inspiring her to become her higher self. I know that she would not scroll past the services that I offer because it will give her so much value to pursue her higher self, right? So basically, this is my target audience. Again, I would love to see us on the chat section if that is possible. All right, Faith brand, awesome. So the mission of Faith brand is to talk about data science and data engineering. Awesome. Her vision, which is the mental picture she has for herself, is to work with Microsoft or any of its sister company. Awesome. Goal is create content for early career data professionals. Now, okay, we see her target audience is Joy, 23-year-old, early career of transitioning into data. And you see, this is specific. She said transitioning, right? Me, I just said love data science, or she wants to be a data scientist. I don't know if she's transitioning yet. She's still an accountant, but you see how specific Faith was with hers, transitioning into data career, right? And again, love simplified explanations on the topic. Please let's put a clap emoji for Faith Brand. She's doing well. All right, we have Tochuku Brand, although he's still coming up, but he said his mission is promote understanding and acquisition of STEM skills, which is also awesome. I would love to see more of your work. I'm coming back. Isa brand is coming up. Adiola brand is coming up. I love that we're all active. So awesome work, guys. Awesome, awesome work. Again, if you cannot access this, please, I want to see it on your comment section. I want to see what's going on in your comment section with you. But I'm excited. This is really exciting. All right, so moving on, we have started to build, our target audience. So now we know that we have a specific person in mind that we're talking to, a specific customer in mind that we're talking to, because Amina is our customer, right? Joy is our customer. So whatever service that we're producing, be it our talks, be it our Instagram post, should be tailored towards what Joy wants. You can also go deep down into what your target, your persona is doing. How does Joy or Amina go to work in the morning? Because if they take public transport to work, they might have a lot of time to they might not have a lot of time to listen to your podcast if your podcast is what you are programmed to, because they don't want to bring out their phone or things inside the bus or stuff like that. Or if they are driving, they might tune in their podcast. So you can go back down nitty gritty into what your persona or your target audience is doing. When do they go to work? What do they do when they come back from work? Do they just sleep off, or do they tune into so you have to specifically know that, to know how to position your brand, to know how to position your ads. I don't know if we've all encountered creating Instagram ads. Okay, can you let me see if I can share the link again. I don't know if we've all encountered creating Instagram ads where they would ask you 6 p.m. or 10 p.m. When do you want your ads to go out? 6 p.m. or 10 p.m., 7 a.m., 2 a.m. Because there's a specific time that your target audience is coming onto Instagram. Everybody's not on Instagram all the time. Sometimes I am, but well, everybody's not on Instagram all the time. So there's a specific time that they come online, and you creating your target audience or building your persona is going to help you at least pinpoint what time would your person be coming on board. Is it by 7 p.m.? Is it by 6 p.m.? So you can really go down. What we did is just the surface building. You can really go down to what their favorite color is. You can do that, right? So next will be identify and research. Now, like I said, again, I'm going to hit on the fact that just because this is a personal brand doesn't mean you're not going to take it seriously. You are your personal brand. You are your personal brand. It's important. You treat yourself like a business. When you come in, you're a business. When you're speaking, you're a business. Down to your vocabulary, you're a business. And you see some people do it and other people do like, oh, this person is fake. They're not fake. They are selling their business. They are their business, right? So one thing that we have to identify is your brand identity. Is it a lifestyle brand? I think you could do more research on this on what your brand identity is. If it's a lifestyle brand, how it comes across. Is it because we have different lifestyle brands if that's what we want to go into. So you have to identify which specifically it is. Brand positioning as well. It has to do with platform. It has to do with platform. It mingles with platform. Brand positioning is where can your brand be found? What platforms, right? Because the voice that you're using on Instagram is not the voice that you're using on LinkedIn, and it's certainly not the voice that you're using on Twitter. These platforms requires different voices, and for you to position your brand properly, you have to tailor it on the fact that when you are posting across these three platforms that I just mentioned, your message should not be different. It should be the same. Style guide, right, is, for example, look at the template I'm using to present. That is my style guide. That's what you see. If I were to go on my Instagram, it's almost as similar as this. The way the colors are, everything is almost as similar because this is what identifies with me, colorful and at the same time, preppy. ROI, what are your returns of investment? Again, what is success to you? If you are putting in so much time in building your brand, you want to know what success is to you. So you have to identify all these things. You have to identify it. You have to write it down. Writing it down is so important. Building your board up like this is so important, right? Your style guide is going to include of this is the fun part for me, even when because I've dabbled in UX UI before. So building the brand, the style guide, the color parts, coloring. Because sometimes you go to, for example, if I were to open Coca-Cola website, the black and white is so beautiful. The black and white with the touch of red is so beautiful. So those are the kind of things you're going to see. I know that there are names for this, but I'm going to leave that up to you to research. Again, what are your return of investment? Is it money? Is it followers? Is it deals? Research. What are you researching about is your competitors and your collaborators. Now, I'm saying competitors and competitors because there are some people that you want to be like, but you can't necessarily work with them yet. All right, you're not in the position to work with them yet. And please don't see competition as a terrible word. It's not. It's something to keep you on your toes, to keep you in check of yourself. When you see your competitor, and you're not doing your best, you would know. But when you see your competitor and you feel like, oh, yes, I'm getting there, you would know, right? So you have to go to their pages, look at what they're doing. How are they putting themselves? Oh, thank you, Olanyika. Look at what they're doing. How are they positioning themselves, right? It's very, very important. How are they positioning themselves? What brands are they working with? You know, go deep into that, do that research. Collaborators are people that you can work with immediately, are brands that you can work with immediately that are within your arsenal. For example, if I want to be a lifestyle influencer, I cannot wait to get a deal with Zaron Cosmetics before I start posting about cosmetics. It's unrealistic. Stop. I know you should shoot for the roof and aim for the sky and land on the roof, but don't do that. Don't do that in this case. Don't be unrealistic. Your collaborators are people within your arsenal. Now, if I am a lifestyle influencer, for example, and I love makeup and I want to start talking about makeup, and maybe I don't have the money to do that, what I can do is look for your friends that are makeup artists, offer them free videos, is basically look for ways you can do trade by barter, especially if you do not have the money to require to get some services. There's no need to break your head. Look for ways that you can do trade by barter, and that's, you don't need to even know the person. If you have your templates, if you create your email and send to some specific people, you create your templates, this is what I do, this is what I'm heading for, and you send to them, you'll be surprised at the number of collaborations that you can put in that will help you create content for them and yourself and push you towards the goal that you want to be. You'll be surprised. Manner of approach matters a lot when it comes to collaboration. You can't just text hi on Instagram or even on LinkedIn. If you're reaching out to somebody, you want to collaborate with them, or you want them to be your mentor, or you want to intern for them, you have to go smoothly. You have to position yourself very well. You can't just go text hi. No, that's not done. Again, you have to now work on the value. What is the value that you're bringing to the table? Onyeka is laughing, but it's true now. You can't just go text hi,
It's
hey,
a lot. I'm
what's
like,
up?
okay,
Um,
hi, what's up? Like, what's going on? Don't you think I have things to do too and everything? So I'm like,
they are not going to take you seriously. You have to introduce yourself. You have to. You like. So what I do, I'm going to just come from my job. If I'm doing some, if I'm reaching out to a company that I know, you know, is way beyond my reach, and I want to get their attention, I'm drafting a strong copy. Because first of all, LinkedIn has given you the amount of words that you can use towards some certain things, right? So I'm drafting first of all a strong copy because I don't want a situation where I'm doing hi, hello, and you open my you open my message and you're like, who is this? And I've lost that opportunity. I can't afford that. Again, when you even open my link or my page, it should tell you that I'm a serious person. Your bios are very important. Don't just put data enthusiast. It's not gonna work. You have to craft. It's a lot of work. We have to research, craft, and we have ChatGPT now. It can do a lot for us if you put your mind to it, right? So you have to craft it properly. Don't just go, like a physical and be, oh, this is who I am. It's not gonna work. All right. So what is the value you are bringing to the table when you're reaching out to this person? Even if you don't have the value as of now, make sure to mention it as part of your goals. This is what I'm heading for. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Right. Again, if you have questions, please feel free to put them in the chat section. I will get to them before our program ends. Another one will be our KPIs and metrics. What are our key performance indicators and metrics? It's the same thing as keeping up with your ROI. What are your key investments? What are your key performance? What are you using to measure that you've done well? Hi, Adiola. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm seeing your hand up. Um, if you have a question, please put it in the chat section. But please mute for now because I can't hear you. All right, thank you. So KPIs, key performance indicators. What have I done this month, right, to make me feel okay? I'm on my way to my goal. We always have to have a draft. We always have to have an Excel sheet or a whiteboard that we can come back to. The sticky notes are not just for fun. What are the key performance indicators? What am I using? What am I using to know I'm doing a good job? Is it the number of engagements on my LinkedIn? I'm always using my LinkedIn because how I built that thing was God's grace and a lot of work. Um, what are my key performance indicators? What are my metrics, right? What am I using to know that, okay, I'm on the right track? Okay, videos might not be working for me, but posts are working more. Okay, voiceovers are best. I must always have captions in my videos. So some you have to be willing, number one, to experiment. You have to be willing to experiment. You have to be willing to fail because it's not everything that's going to work. It's going to take a while for you to know your ground. So, but this hopefully this is going to give you a platform to not just shoot darts at the dark. You would know, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is not what I'm doing. So you have to experiment. Okay, are videos with captions the thing that works for me most? Do they like longer videos or shorter videos? Do they do you understand? These are the key performance indicators that you know. Which one gets more engagement? That means people like this kind of message. My target audience loves this kind of message. So I will start tailoring towards that aspect. That means that's where they have a problem. So when you see that people love a thing more than others, it means that this is where their problem lies. This is where you can provide a service for them. This is where you know this is where a lot of things are happening. So you do not just start repeating it, you dissect it and find different ways on how to present that thing to them, right? Or different solutions or present a service to that problem that you get from that. So that's basically how you can use your KPI. And feedback matters a lot when creating KPIs or monitoring KPIs and metrics for your brand. Feedbacks matter a lot. I get a lot of comments on, oh, my voice is nice. I love your podcast. I will also start making money from it. Let's not listen to it for free. All right. So that's just basically how it works. If oh, this is nice, this is what you do. Okay, I would program myself and tailor myself to start making money from it because again, I am my what business, and it's always awesome to work on your personal brand because anything can fail. But I'm not saying you cannot fail, but you have you at the end of the day to rely on. So positioning your personal brand can get you the job, can get you into places that you would never think of. So please, this is not something to just look over. It's not just for fancy. It's something to really, really, really work on. And this is one thing that I love to talk about: versatility, potentiality. I'm sorry. Because a lot of people say, but I want to talk about this and I want to talk about that. But how can I add lipstick and my tech? How can I do this? And some people will be like, oh, I'm an introvert, but I want to talk about this. So how do I position myself in a way that, oh, I'm still an introvert, but there are different ways. There are videos that you don't even need to show your face, just words and different clips. Your message matters. The value you bring to the table is what sells. The service you bring to the table is what sells. A lot of people use their face to sell it as well. But if you are not one of those people, there are 100 billion ways that you can tailor your. Do you know how many people cash out from YouTube by putting rain listening videos? They just like the rain is falling and they just put it and they sell it off as an ASMR sound and it's having millions of views. That's probably an introvert making money, making millions. Nobody knows you, and they don't need to know. You have a photography brand. You don't need to be in front of them. Okay, I want to talk about data science. Your voice can do the talking, add different clips, put captions, your message is passed. As an introvert, those are ways that you can put yourself out there without necessarily putting yourself out there. I might be on this call talking to you, my video is muted, but you are listening to what I'm saying and you are getting value from it. Again, please, if you are getting value from what I'm saying, put emoji on your screen, on the chat section. Oh, all right. Jacob, I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, you people did not even wait for me to finish. You people did not wait for me to finish. Oh, wow. Let me screenshot this because you are awesome. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So multi-potentiality is allowed. You can be versatile, and that's where the full quote comes in. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than the master of one. So don't feel like you have too many voices. It's how you position them. So what you can do is, if you have a lot of things you want to talk about, you can separate it. Your stories on your Instagram is there. Some should be on your stories and some should be on your feed. Do you understand? You don't necessarily have to put everything on your feed if you feel like you're going to confuse your target audience. Some should be on your stories and some should be on your feed. At that same time, your message has left you because what is eating you up inside is the potential that is inside of you that you are not using. That's what is killing you. That's what is making you angry. That's what is eating you up. So if you have a lot of things that you're passionate about, you might as well go all out and put it all out there. Believe me, there's somebody for you. There's a target audience for you. There's a brand that is willing to work with you. Even though this influencer brand, sometimes I look at these people. Do you know how many skincare products they use? Even me as an individual, I'm not going to do that. But they would come and tell you, oh, it's for my sensitive skin. I'm representing Cetaphil today. Tomorrow is for my skin that is nothing. I'm representing Neutrogena today. And I'm wondering, you people are using sense to sell this thing. Because even me as an individual, I'm not going to use so many different brands. The skin will collide. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, but at the same, they have multiple voices, and those things have to come out, and they have people to work with, so they will tailor it. And if you don't really use your brain to see it, they're selling it to you because even myself, I will come by. Oh, they say Cetaphil. It's for sensitive skin. It makes the eye glow. I bought it, but they are cashing out. So let your versatile voice thrive. Let your introvertedness thrive. Your message is what matters. The value you bring to the table is what matters. I'm sorry, my hair was falling. Your value that you bring to the table is what matters. So don't silence yourself. Only know how to position yourself, right? So, like I said, you can separate your feed for a specific type of message. Maybe that's where you want to talk about all your data analyst things, and then your stories, you can do your lifestyle stuff, you could do your makeup, and then when you start seeing that stories is getting more traction, maybe you can start considering bringing it to your feed because okay, people are engaging with this more, you're getting more comments on that story more, you're getting more views there because people are like, oh yeah, her stories are nice. We now start telling. So like I said, be willing to experiment, be willing to fail. I know failure is not a bad word. We should not make it a bad word. It's just, life, but be willing to fail. The earlier you start failing, the better, because then you will know what to do and what not to do. I used to be so scared of it. I used to be so scared. But now I'm just like, okay, let's just do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Next will be cliche, but consistency is key. And why I say cliche is because this is something we've all heard. We know what to do. We know what to do. We know what to do. Well, like sometimes you know the road. You don't need anybody to tell you that this is what you have to do. So it's cliche to talk about it, but you have to be consistent. You have to be. I think there was a time I was not posting on my LinkedIn for a while, Hi, Ahmed. I see your hand is up. Please put your questions in the chat section. I will get to them as soon as possible. Um, okay, so I remember there was a time I was not posting on my LinkedIn as much, and Onyeka reached out to me and was like, Anita, what's happening? You're not posting. That's what consistency brings in. Because she knows I'm consistent with keeping up with that, right? So you not being there, that means something is wrong. And it's true. At the time, I think I was sick or something. And I told everyone, I'm just sick, I'm just down, I'll come back. People are looking at you. People are seeing you. Don't think that people are not seeing you. They are. And if they keep on seeing you before they will invest in you, they can't see you today, see you next tomorrow, see you day before next tomorrow. Nobody's going to put their time in that. Nobody's going to invest in that because to them, you are not serious with yourself. So why should they be serious with you? And you see that I put here at the bottom is you are your own competition because that's the facts, that's true. You are your own competition. Nobody like you. Like it's true, no one like you, to be honest. There's nobody like you. So if you keep on focusing on what the next person is doing, I know I said research, but don't make them your oh, so they did this, I cannot do this. And I have a little story to that. I remember when I started creating content on Instagram, and this was like 2016, 2017, I think, like 2017, 2018 time. I wanted to, be known for creating content on Instagram, but like there was this group of people, like they were a clique, and wow, I felt so intimidated by them because before they will even finish that post, they had like 178 likes. They had like, and comments. This is so great. This is so good. And I'm like, God, what am I doing? Why can't I get to this level? I questioned God for that thing. And if only I knew how frivolous it was. But I questioned God. And what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? I never knew that they had what they call a pod. They had an Instagram pod. So it's basically when you post, you are like in a group with 100 of people, and then you say, okay, so this is my posting time, and you post, everybody just goes there and click like and comment. So it was not quote unquote organic as it looks like. Yeah, where we want to be today, I'm not gonna lie, but it was not as straightforward as I was saying it to be. I felt like if you're putting your message out there, but these people were taking the faster route, and I didn't know, and I compared myself to them, and it made me give up. And when you give up, you start again. I am my own competition now. What am I doing today? Is it better than what I did yesterday? That's the question I ask myself. I can look at what you're doing to say, okay, this is how I can tailor myself, but you are not the yardstick per se for how I view my brand and how I see myself. So it might be contradictory, but you have to hold that vision in your mind that you are your own competition at the end of the day. You bring your uniqueness to the table. I think there's a word for it, but there's a word for the uniqueness that you bring to the table. So no matter what, is tailored to you. And you should maybe read some books. I think a book that I can recommend is Still Like an Artist. Yes. So read some books on how to tailor yourself. Even if you can pull from other places and tailor yourself. And you're your own competition. Don't let any other person's, you know, success or failure push you out of your goal. Accept your squiggly journey. So your journey is not going to be a straight line. It is life. Do not expect straight up success. Instead, focus on showing up every day. So if you were to keep your eyes on one thing, it should be I'm showing up every day. I'm showing up every day. How do I show up today? Is it just posting, this Q and A's on my stories? Is it making a video for the brand? Is it creating my content calendar? That's what you should focus on, because even these top influencers, they experience the highs and the lows, and their own is even worse, because as a nano influencer, I believe we all are here now, is you are not making so much money from it, so you can have real time to shape up and do whatever. But them, they're already making hundreds and thousands of dollars of money, dollars or naira from it. So if they slip up, they are going to lose money. And their ups and downs cost them money. It costs them money. So now you should accept it from now that there are going to be ups and downs. Today you might experience 1,000 views on your reels. You're going to experience it. Tomorrow you are struggling to get 100 views. That is it. That is life. It's not. Don't let it dictate. Hard, easier said than done, but don't let it dictate how you show up the next day. This one I did now. It's not up to 100. But you to know. Don't do that, please. Don't do that, please. Don't let it hinder how you show up. Concentrate on showing up every day, regardless of if they like you or not. You are there. And like I said, people are watching you, whether you know it or not. They are watching you, they are seeing you. Oh, sorry. Okay. This is I wanted to suggest, and for those of you that will be open about it, first of all, I can create a form if you're open to this for a challenge. You pick the platforms that you want to post on for like the next 7 days or 1 month. It is a challenge, so you get to pick how long you do that, what is the messaging you want to tailor it in, and yes, I will help you get on this challenge of posting regularly or showing up as your personal brand or having a consultation for you. So this is the best I can do for you on your journey towards becoming who you really want to be. Again, thank you so much, Tonyeka. Thank you so much, Tonyeka, for creating such an awesome group. Let me take a question from Adiola. Adiola, please come on board. Let me hear your question. Hello. Oh, no,
Hi, Anita.
hi.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you very much for the session. I've enjoyed it so far.
My pleasure.
So, my question is, what if I don't want to, what if not like scared, but putting myself out there is not really something that I enjoy? Do you get? So, it's when I want to post something, it's not even about the reaction. It's just I feel okay. I feel scared. Like, okay, what if I get attacked for this? It's not even though I'm posting something controversial, or okay, what if what? I just have like so many what ifs, and
Yeah.
also sometimes it just feels like I don't have content in quotes because maybe because of my kind of personality. I don't want to like I'm really not interested in being an Instagram influencer or a Twitter influencer. Mine is just posting on LinkedIn because
Okay.
I feel like it's more formal, it's more like a formal platform. So I feel putting myself out there on LinkedIn is like scary. And then when I try sometimes I see myself going down again. Like I post maybe consecutively 2 times. Then the next one, I'm like, oh, this is not a place where you just come post your thoughts. Like it has to be more refined or articulate. So it has to be like, oh, you went for an outing, maybe something that has to do with what you do. What if I don't have to do like I don't get to do that every month? Like I don't have maybe an event to go for that I want to write about in a month. That means like for the whole month I don't have anything to post on LinkedIn. So I'm like, I don't know what if I post my picture, isn't that bringing Instagram vibes? I don't really understand. Like if you can, because I saw that you were talking more about LinkedIn and posting on LinkedIn. So I don't know if you can shed a light on how to go about that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Adela, because she has given us a real life example of an introvert and their thought pattern, right? So thank you for that question. I'm going to dissect it and let me know if it hits you. It hits it hits your question very well. Okay. So number one is I would like to ask you, Adela, what do you do or what do you want to do?
Okay, thank you. Currently, I am learning data analytics. I want to I studied anatomy, human anatomy, so I want to merge data with healthcare
Okay.
to optimize the healthcare outcomes, especially in rural communities here in Nigeria or
Awesome.
Africa at large. So that is my goal.
Awesome.
Currently I'm currently doing my NYSC, so I'm just learning data analysis on the side.
Okay. Awesome. So what I can say, what you can do now is first of all, LinkedIn is a place that you can express your thoughts. You don't have to go for an event, you don't have to do anything. You can express your thoughts. Now where the problem comes behind is you have to be backed up, and that's for every other platform. You have to be backed up when expressing your thoughts. You must have done your research, right? So you cannot come and state your feelings as facts. Do you understand? So that's one point of not being quote unquote cancelled. And nobody is going to come and cancel you for your findings or your beliefs. So nobody's going to do that. And yes, it is a place that you can, and what people are going to see are over the years how you've constantly working on the data of working on data and connecting it to healthcare. It's going to be that journey for you, right? And that's the things that you can point what you're doing. You don't necessarily have to go for an event. You can pick something that you've learned today and write a caption about your thought process on it. And then you might see even experienced or experts in that field come to tell you, okay, yes, this is what you can do, this is what you can do, or this is what has been done. Do you understand? So, for example, I'm just I'm thinking of what I can use as a topic. So now, for example, I'm learning product management, and I can go on LinkedIn and talk about how my program management experience has been helping me in learning product management, right? And be pulling from my experience as a program manager and how I started as a program manager. I didn't even know that that's what it's called. I just know that I can organize very well. I can work with timeline. I can bring out my deliverables and how that relates to product management. You see what I did there? And that's what you can that's what can be the theme for your LinkedIn for now until maybe you start getting jobs, or you could pick a topic and link it up, talk about your thought process on it. You can pick what you've learned today. Today I learned about this, and this is I never knew this is this. Do you understand? And based on
Yes.
these are your findings, you cannot be cancelled for that. These are what you've done your research on. Where people get cancelled is where mostly is when they are ignorant, or where most people don't believe in what they believe in, and that is fine. You have to be willing to stand behind what you say 10 toes down. Do you understand? So that's it. And necessarily, like I said, you don't have to put your face out there. You don't even have to put your voice. You don't have to put your picture. You can put your write up. You find a good, because obviously you have to have a good copy. You need to know how to position it properly to capture people's attention. People attention span is getting shorter by the day, so you must learn how to capture that. Maybe you could just do a few Google research and get like a captivating image and put there. You can start with that. But like I said, consistency is key. Did that answer your question, please, Adriana?
Yes, thank you very much, Anita. I really appreciate it. That answered my question detailed way.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, since we're already on um we're already speaking. Anybody has any more questions can just come up and speak now. If you have any more questions, please let me know now. I think I saw Ahmed one. But then again, before then, let me go through. Wow, let me go through our vision and mission for um, Edid Young brand. Mission is establish myself as an authority in the field of data analysis. Awesome. A mission, I mean, vision is work with the research and data team of a leading health organization. So what we can do here for your vision is to do research and pick out a couple of health organizations and also their sister companies is also important that you would want to work with. Create content focused goals is create content focused on data hacks and internship. You're on your way. Now you can also put in the persona of people that you want to target your goals at, right? You can also put that in and start working on it. Online Inca's brand mission is become a health analyst at WHO, which is great. This is awesome. The vision is creating a better informed decision backed with data for health company. It's top tier. So I give it to you, top tier. Get an internship remotely at NDLEA or NAFDAC. Again, I want to ask why remotely? Um, like why remotely for this brand? Because I'm all for your goals. I'm all about setting realistic goals, and except you know more than I in this aspect. Except you've seen people work remotely for NDLEA or NAFDAC. I don't think they have remote opportunities. But please, Olayinka, if you are here, walk me through your process. Hi, Olayinka, are you still here? Supreme. Okay.
Hello, Anita.
Oh, hi.
Thank you for the session. I enjoyed it. Yeah, you said why do I want a remote internship at
Yeah.
NDLEA? I'm
Yes.
still a pharmacy student at Unilag, so I think a remote internship would be what I need right now.
Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to know that we thought it out properly, which is nice. Okay. Let's go back to our board here. Let me see if we have new inputs. But guys, basically, this is the first step of building your brand. So we have Ahmed Ismaili, which is number one, create a platform where I can help Africans learn data science and how they can get a job in it. Get a job in AI, Meta, or Google. Great. Learn data science. All right, this is awesome. And your target audience is Ahmed, 25 years old, electrical engineering and translator. Okay. Um, Mijan brand. Awesome. Your mission is to help young girls dream big and believe in themselves. Great. Your vision is to work in a manga and be a voice in data, politics, and governance. Awesome. Goal is to create program for young teenage girls and help them navigate tech data field specifically. So your target audience is Joy, 13-year-old, contemplating on doing tech or feeling like, okay, for Mijan brand, I would like to ask you, what platform do you think your target audience will be found more?
Um, Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, for me, I don't think most 13-year-olds or most of them would be on TikTok for the new generation because that's
Mm-hmm.
where they are more allowed to be on. So I think TikTok would be the platform for them.
Okay. So I think you should put that in when you're defining your target audience. There are platforms where they'll be found in matters a whole lot. So that should be something, you know, that will be on your board as well. Okay, Kanu is not done with theirs. Veronica, mission to mentor Black women to transition successfully into the tech industry. vision will be to work in one of the big tech companies. Again, you have to be specific. You start putting down names, research the company, research the company's culture, start connecting with people from there on LinkedIn. It should be specific. So what, like I said, what we did is the surface. When you are creating your board, when you go back and create your board, you have to go down into details. The devil is in details, right? Goals is to build a strong portfolio to showcase my data analysis skills. Awesome. Now your target audience is Veronica, 28-year-old transitioning into data science. Be a successful data scientist, get an internship in. So I'm confused as to your target audience. Is this their goals and aspiration as well, Veronica? If Veronica
Oh, that
can
was a mistake. That was for me. I mixed it up, the target audience and my own goals.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right, okay, awesome. So your target audience, you have to have like I said again, details of what they'll be doing, what platform are they on, what value can you offer them? It's very important.
Yes.
All right. Chibu's board is mission to become a data engineer, a data instructor, and run a data consulting group, which is nice. Your vision is to improve my technical skills and network and grow my experience while working with people. Okay. Okay, you're still working on this because I feel like this is more of a goal than a vision. A vision is where do you see yourself already, your mental picture of yourself. So I believe this is more of a goal than a vision. All right. Okay, let me come back here. So for my presentation, this is where, you know, I drop my pen. Again, okay, Amarachi, please let me have your question. Thank you so much. Amarachi, please let
Okay,
me have
I
your
wanted to, yeah, thank you. I wanted to lend a voice to the person that said that target audience is a 13 years old. And she made mention of TikTok.
okay.
TikTok, they are there, but they may not really have the, like, say, the purchasing power per se. So she could also want to maybe check Facebook or consider Facebook because for a 13-year-old child, probably her parents may be, let's say, okay, someone starts doing better at 25, at least
I'm sorry, I
38,
can't hear
40,
you.
most
Can you
of these
speak
13-year-olds.
clearer? Can we all hear her? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Is it
Perfect.
clear now?
Yes, it is. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Amarachi, go ahead. It is clear. We can hear you.
I was
Hello?
saying, with respect to the person that said,
She's targeting her target audience 13-year-old teenagers. And then she was talking about
Mm-hmm.
TikTok. So I was saying a 13-year-old child does not really have a purchasing power per se, but at least can have an idea or knowledge of it. So she should also target their parents that would have purchasing power, or not just purchasing power, ability to make decisions for the children. So a 13-year-old child should at least plus or minus on an average, maybe parents should be within 40, 30, 38, 40. Let's say they're giving better, let's say 25. I'm just saying on an average. So she could consider Facebook too, because Facebook would have most of these parents there. So while you're targeting the teenagers at TikTok, you can be targeting their parents on, let's say, Facebook, and it could help to balance.
Hello? Okay, thank you so much. Yes, you did. That's a great suggestion, actually, because, like you said, their parents are the ones that have purchasing power. So that is an awesome suggestion. So yes, everyone, you can connect with me on Instagram at Anita is Grace. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, send me messages. I'll be sending the form to Faith. Let me call her Faith because that's what you guys. Banya Sunika. I'll be sending the form to her so she will pass it over to your community. And over the week we can start off with a challenge. So I'm excited for everyone, and please put this into into the works for yourself because it's going to take you far. I know that people have come to me like I applied for a job recently. I'm just going to give you all the story. I applied for a job recently, and somebody called me and like, oh yeah, we saw that you applied for this job. We saw your LinkedIn is more than what we envisioned. This is what we are paying for the role. I hope it's okay with you. I was like, I'm okay with it. I'm great. I'm happy with it. It's more than my you're blowing my mind, but I'm not gonna let you know. That's the power of personal branding.
Yeah.
Because you see, I show up, right? So please, thank you all. Thank you all. Feel
Oh,
free to connect with me. Thank you, Faith, for calling me onto the platform. I really appreciate it. Amarachi, please, yeah, come ask the question. Hello, Amarachi. I see your
Sorry,
phone.
it was a mistake. Sorry, it was a mistake. Sorry,
Okay,
it was a
that's
mistake.
fine.
Sorry. Please.
All right, thank you, everyone. If no more questions, over to Faith.
oh, thank you so much, Anita. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone learned a lot. Like, the number of people here were constant. Nobody left. It was so interesting. Um, I think for me, I have a question. Oh, of course, they're the experts in this area. So I would say in terms of, because many of the people here, one of the reasons why I selected them was because of we're talking about wanting to get a job, wanting to grow in their field and everything. So remember we talked about this whole collaboration of a thing, about being able to enter into people's I'm telling you, thank you so much, Amanda. Being able to enter into people's DM or send messages to them, telling them who you are, um what you want from them and how you can provide value to them. I don't know if you
Mhm.
could like share a bit more, like maybe 2 minutes, a minute. Just okay. If I'm to if I'm looking for a mentor, I'm trying to connect to you as a mentor. How do I enter your DM? What do I say to you that will convince you to read my post? And even if you can't be my mentor, at least refer me to someone or create like a plan that I can work with.
Okay, that's an awesome question because remembering I said you can't just go to somebody's DM and say hi, hello, what's up. No, you can't just do that, especially on LinkedIn because people's time is money, right? Okay, so if you want a mentor, for example, you have to pull in, and that's why we did the job the boarding whiteboarding thing because it will help you pull in your mission, your vision, and your goal, and why you're reaching out to that person. So don't just look at this person that okay, and when you see a profile, you have to go through that profile. You have to research that. So I'm just breaking it down as to what to do, who to look for, and what to do when you see that person. Number one is search for who you want to be like on LinkedIn, right? Search for that person and search for a number of persons because the one person that you might reach out to might not agree. So search for a number of people, right? And then you now draft your mission, your vision, and your goal into a sentence, into a paragraph, a short paragraph. Make it really quick, make it really simple. It's the same thing when you're applying for jobs. They ask you, tell me about yourself. They're not telling you to tell them everything about yourself. It's basically your mission, or let's just say your mission, your vision, your goals, and your experiences. That's tell me about yourself. So that's what you're telling that person. That's what you're drafting there. And then you're now requesting to either shadow the person. I would love to shadow you because I want to do this XYZ in the future, right? Let me see if I can pull out something for myself. Give me a minute. I want to see if I can pull out one of my previous, because this is not something that you just, okay, I have an interview tomorrow and do today. It's something that you have to work on, you have to practice. You can wake me up from sleep for any job role that I'm passionate about and ask me, tell me about yourself concerning this job role. Because each job roles are different. All right. It's not the job, tell me about yourself, I'm going to talk about in product management, that I'm going to talk about in program management. Way different, tell me about yourselves. So these are some things that you have to. Okay. So I'm saying um basically if you're reaching out to somebody for mentorship or an opportunity on LinkedIn, you have to create a draft that includes your mission, your vision, and your goals. You have to combine these three together and then add your request at the bottom. So it's a paragraph, right? You could also Google different drafts. There are different ways to put it, but it has to entail your mission, which is basically telling the person, I'm reaching out to you because this is what you're doing in data science as well. I admire you for this XYZ. You put out a book on XYZ, and I would love for you to be my mentor because these are so you have to be specific. These are where I'm having problems on. You have to have the spirit of starterism. The person is not going to help your whole life. You have to be specific on the areas that you're having issues on and where you've seen that they can come in. So that requires you doing research on that person as well. So you can't just see the person, oh, this person has worked here, worked here. Go down to their profile. Did they release a book? So, and don't connect to the person today and ask that question today. You can do, oh, I'm happy to connect with you. We are you inspire me in data science, this, and you can put that. But once you have connected, which means that you have the opportunity to send them messages because some of their messages this thing is locked, right? So you now have the opportunity to send them messages, and then you can now go in and be like, this is my mission. I see that you've done this. I'm really inspired by this. This is my vision and the goals for myself. And I would love for you to mentor me in ABC areas. Like I said, specificness. Because if you make it vague, I need you to help my life. I don't know what to do. Nobody's going to answer you. Nobody has that time. So you have to have the spirit of starterism, which means that you're already on your way, but I'm having problems, with API or Python. I'm having problems with this, and I saw that you've done this, and this is how you can help me. Again, I also suggest reach out to a number of people. He said, how many words is like too much? Like when I try to reach out to someone, I always worry if this is too much. Keep it half a paragraph. I say 200 words max, if that's even looking to 200 words max. Keep it half a paragraph, minimize it. Except they start engaging you in a conversation, then you can now start, going on and on. But you have to keep it really short and interesting and show that you have mission, vision, goals, and show that you have the spirit of starterism. Don't make it vague. I need help with my life. No, that you need a therapist for that. If you are going for data analysis, make sure that you already have ABCD that you are doing and XYZ problems. It's that simple. People are laughing, but it's true. If you are going to say I need problem, I need help in my life, you need a therapist, you need religion, you don't need a mentor in data analysis, you don't need an internship for that. You need a therapist. So that's basically it. Onyeka, did I answer your question in terms of, okay, that is in terms of um, internship or mentorship. And then let's say collaborations, which is a different ball game, is you have to now emphasize on the value that you can bring or the value you have or the value that you are willing to bring to the table. Like I said, it's trade by barter. I have this. I notice that you don't have this. I can bring this. Or even if you have this, I notice that I can do this better. I'm willing to do it for free. Believe me, there are phases that you're willing to do everything for free, because that free is going to help you build your portfolio. Okay, I've worked for, like I told you, I was so passionate about my cause that I did not need an organization to help me. I created programs by myself. And those programs I created by myself are the platform I put on my CV that got me my job or jobs over time. So those work that I was willing to work for free is what will give you your paid job. So if you are collaborating, even if you know you have value, don't don't think your value is building the platform for you to get that money in return. Do you understand? So, and don't go and work for free without writing it out. Don't go and work for free without putting it on your portfolio. Let's look at, make sure you point out your ABCs. This is what I did, this is what I did, working with this organization. I'm happy to be here. Do you understand what I mean? So make sure you document what you did properly. Document what you did properly, and then when you are going for other people for collaborations, this is the value I can bring to the table. This is what I can do. This is what I've done. Okay, so I think that's basically it. Faith, did I answer your question?
Yes, you did perfectly. Oh, Anita, I'm so grateful. Please, can we do it to give Anita a round of applause? You did it for free. That's number
Thank
one.
you.
And she's still committed at I couldn't have paid her. 1 hour, 30 minutes. I can't afford this lady. But because she's very passionate about helping people, being
Thank
there for them, helping. She didn't even tell me that she was going to create a group for you people. So you see, I'm a part of the group anyhow.
Thank
I
you
didn't
all. I
know.
really appreciate
This
it.
is how much she likes helping people grow. And you may think that, oh, I'm a data person, it's just technicality. That's a lie. Your personal brand will get you the job, because many people can do what you can do technically, but being able to um, position yourself as, oh, this is who I am. When people start associating opportunities to your brand, then you begin to like, the way you get people say, oh, I don't have any job offers. Where some people are having up to about 3, 4 job offers. People are entering their LinkedIn message and they're begging them, oh, please come and work for me. So being able to, like when you talk about, I don't know if people know Okwe, when they mention things like piano, that some names that they will call that you start associating who they had to their brand. Adora, software engineering. So people that you mention. So getting to where people can mention your name and they start associating things to you. That's where you
Definitely.
get to. Yeah, exactly. Okpa rejects job offers like that. While some people can't even get one. So personal brand is very important. I hope you've learned a lot. Do well to check her LinkedIn page, follow her. She posts a lot of things. When taught to, connect to her and everything. She posts a lot of things about building your personal brand. I will send a mail once I'm able to get the documents from her. Join it. Networking is very important in this time and age. People are getting jobs from just networking. CV is
Yeah.
not the only place. Yes, please, Anita, can you help me drop your LinkedIn profile on the chat?
Okay.
CV
All
is
right.
not the only way people get jobs. There are different ways. People can recommend you that, oh, this guy is very good because of what he used to post. I remember when Sharon interviewed for, I don't know if she's here, but going to be one of our speakers. When she interviewed for Sterling Bank, immediately I saw her name, I knew I was going to push for her to have that job. You get, I was probably that interviewed her, but because I've seen her postings about data and everything, she didn't even know me as of that time. She didn't even know me, but this girl must move to the second stage. So knowing that being able to put yourself out there and being able to tell your own story, it doesn't have to be in one way, like what Anita has said. It could be your voice, it could be your name, it could just let people just know you as this particular person that we can associate this opportunity to. So
Definitely.
yeah, so all well and good. I'll be posting a thank you message please, when I post it on LinkedIn, go and tell her thank you, congratulate her. We are grateful to have you. We cannot pay you, but we are happy you gave us your time.
Thank you so much. But you know, Faith has said it all. Honestly, people will begin to associate you with what you talk about. And the more you show up, the more they are going to associate you with that. And when they are looking for who talks about this thing, that's where your name comes in. And that's where you see people pray and be like, oh, my name should, because exactly, your name can be in places that your feet has not even been in. Your name can be there, but your feet have not been there. But I know this girl on LinkedIn, she talks about this. I believe she's the best person to talk about it. That's it. So consistency gives you the opportunity to be associated with that thing properly. That's why I say you can't come today and the next time see you is next week. You have to be there every day. So that's basically it. Thank you, everyone. It's my pleasure
Thank
to be
you.
here.
So I think we should take a picture with Anita.
Oh, yeah.
So please, those of you that can turn on your cameras, you can't be worse than me the way I'm looking. So please, turn on.
Are you seeing me? I'm
Than
so cold. I'm
Please,
so cold.
let's take a picture with Anita, to tell her thank you for her time. Can we? Yes.
Thank
One.
you, everyone.
Yes, people should turn on your camera. Let's take up. I'm not really seeing people turn on their cameras. Are you
Veronica,
guys
can I
fine?
see you? Adiola, can I see you? Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Olayinka. Yes, can we turn on our
Hi.
cameras? Okay.
Hi.
It's part of your personal brand. You can say, I attended this thing, and you have evidence.
No evidence, you explain, Taya.
Exactly. So 1, 2, are you ready? 3, cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I look forward to see all of you grow